Welcome to the Care for Kupuna podcast, where we dive into health, wellness, and vibrant living of our cherished kupunas. We are thrilled to take you on a journey exploring everything from health and wellness tips, deeply rooted in the spirit of Hawaii, to navigating the intricacies of retirement, preserving our rich culture heritage, and fostering vibrant communities for our elders.
Whether you're a kupuna yourself, a family member, a dedicated caregiver, or simply someone passionate about supporting and uplifting our elders, this podcast is for you. Each episode is crafted with love and the intention to inspire, inform, and celebrate the golden years. So sit back, relax, and join us on this meaningful journey as we care for our kupuna.
Welcome to Care for Kupuna, where we care for our kupuna. I'm Lani.
And I'm Trina.
And we are your Kupuna Care Girls. And today we have a very special guest with us. And she's been on the show before, actually when we first started. And needless to say, we have a very special episode today. We have Savy Makalena, who is the president and founder of Gimme A Break, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to care for caregivers by giving an emotional and physical break, as well as resources for continued well-being. And she's also the host of the Caring Caregiver Show, right, Savy, which highlights special guests who are caregivers or the community partners for caregivers. So welcome, Savy, and thank you for joining us today.
No, not at all. Thank you, mahalo, for having me. I just love what I love you both so much. And what you do is amazing, putting it out there. Anytime we can put out any information to kupuna, to caregivers, especially to the kupuna caregivers, right? They're the highest at risk. I'm going to have to blow my statistic because that's what I do all the time, right? Because 50% of caregivers are going to pass before the one that they're caring for. So as you ingest that, realize too that 70% of those 70 and older will pass before the one they're caring for. So our kupuna are at such high risk because of being caregivers, not just because of all the other things that come with aging and, all of the memory loss or the loss of the use of things, being able to not hear or see well, or falls or whatever it is. If they're caring for someone, then they're the highest at risk. It's funny because a lot of people will say, oh, it's so sweet. Yeah. One passes and the other one follows. Yeah. But what we don't realize is the first one to pass is the caregiver. And the reason why the one follows is because there really isn't anyone to care for them anymore. And so it's not really as a sweet, happy thing that we might think. Right. And I mean, I know there are instances when some are very, very close. And of course, there's loneliness and they miss the one that passed. But statistically, we're losing our kupuna because their caregiving experience is not being supported. And so they're being overwhelmed and overcome by caregiver burnout. And then what happens is they end up passing. And then the one they're caring for passes as well. When we could change that and maybe make that journey a little more joyful and memorable.
And this is what inspired you to start. Like what's your story? How did you get this started?
Oh boy, you guys are going to give me an hour this time. Okay. I vala'au, yeah. So, so really it came from my own caregiving experience, right? And so in a nutshell, basically in the last 10 years, I've cared for both my parents. My father passed due to complications because of caregiver burnout. He was caring for my mom. We didn't know. And they were hiding her diagnosis of dementia. And my father burned out and he ended up having a stroke and passed. And then I had to care for my mother, who's now in her final stage of dementia. And so I refused to kind of accept all of that. And I said, there has to be a better way. I can't come out of this feeling defeated and exhausted and just horrible. I was, depressed. I was suicidal. I thought, oh God, I had to give my mom up to a home. It was horrible. I promised her I wouldn't. And it was just a horrible place to be. And I thought no caregiver should ever have to go through this. So we started Gimme A Break. And with Gimme A Break, we offer breaks in many ways. We offer weekly support sessions So we have a safe space for caregivers where they can come and they can be themselves. They can say what they have to say, let go of what you got to let go of, and just be you. You don't have to put up airs for us. We're not professionals. We're not psychologists. We're just a bunch of caregivers like you. And it's all online. So we provide you with a safe space, right? We provide breaks in education by teaching you how to practice wellness in moments. There's no caregiver out there that can go to a gym an hour every day and work out, right? It doesn't happen. So we try to educate caregivers how to practice wellness in the moments that they do have. So if you tie those moments together throughout a day, then maybe your journey changes a little and you're able to survive it. And you can just practice those little breathing techniques so that, 2-minute meditation or a primal yell or a laughing session or something to get you through the moments. And then learning to control what's yours to control, take a step back so that you can look at the memories you're going to create. Because in the end, that's all you'll have is the memories. So your life will go on and you will accomplish great things. Caregiving is not your life's mission and journey. So you will do great things after and continue your life. But what memories will you take from your journey? So these are the things that we try to do with Gimme A Break. A lot of different things that we try to do. We also have recently started advocacy. So with the advocacy, we're trying to advocate for caregivers. And as I was talking to you guys earlier, this was my second year going to the National Caregiving Summit. And I was able to go to Washington, D.C. and get up on Capitol Hill and talk with our legislators. And I've actually put out a bill because of the year before talking to the legislators who said, that's a great idea, write a bill. I did. And so we're pitching that bill this year to try and get caregivers paid. It's a slight adjustment to the unemployment system to allow a caregiver to get paid. And you can get all that information on our website if you just go on and click on Be an Advocate. And of course, if you feel compelled to do so, put your signature on that as well and give it the support it needs so that when it does go to the floor, and it will, we can get that passed and hopefully we can get caregivers paid now. Later on, we can find a long-term solution. But we got to find a way now because 70% of caregivers are losing their income, their jobs. You believe they have to quit or they're getting terminated because of the weight of caregiving. So we have to find a way for them to get some sort of income. And so by using the unemployment system and making an adjustment, and you'll see it in the bill if you read it on our website, your support means everything for this. So please pass the word around, get everyone in your office, everyone in your church, everyone in your hui to sign up and put their names in and get on that list because caregivers need help. And we're trying to find ways to help them. So anything we can do at Gimme A Break to try to support that caregiver and turn it around, right? Back in the old days, and I mean the really old days, right? The kupuna was so cherished. And if you were selected to be the one to care for the kupuna, that was an honorific position. And the lore was then passed down to you, right? And everyone in the ohana supported that and supported those two people, supported the kupuna and supported the caregiver. And we need to get back to that, right? We need to get our families back together again. We need to get the ohana back together again. We need to get everyone supporting the kupuna and supporting the caregiver. And so your journey means everything. And if you could be caring for a kupuna and learning so many wonderful things and creating so many wonderful memories instead of going through your day going, oh man, I never bathed in 3 days. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh, I hate this. Oh, she made me so angry. If you could get through it without that and instead have this wonderful heart and stories to share for the next generation, that's what we want to bring back. That's what we're trying to do.
That's so beautiful. And that's so true.
Yes.
I tried to keep it short.
You did a great job.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, here at Care for Kupuna, our mission is to inspire, educate, and kukua our kupunas and caregivers in Hawaii. And that's why I feel like this partnership that we have is such a perfect fit. And part of our mission is also to donate 20% of the proceeds to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii. And this year, we've chosen Gimme A Break as our first recipient of the Care for Kupuna Fund.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys, nobody's allowed to see me cry.
Yes. We believe so much in your mission, and we just want to continue to see this grow and reach more caregivers.
Yes. And
you
Savvy,
guys are just the best. Thank you. I love you both so much. Mahalo.
we love you. We love you too. And you've been such a great partner. You were so gracious in offering us, being part of the fair and being in your magazine. And so we just felt like because you're so giving, that you deserve something back, and the organization deserves something back. So yeah, thank you so much.
No, I can't even tell. We don't have funding, right? We are all volunteers. No one gets paid. And we do this all on the kindness of people's donation. And somehow every year we make it through. And it's because of kind hearts like you folks as well. So honestly, from the deepest part of my heart, mahalo. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We're all going to cry.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, so let's change it up a little bit.
Yes.
We'll play a little game.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, now I have to earn it. Now you never tell me you got to do Wheel of Fortune for win.
No, it's not nothing hard. It's just a game of Would You Rather. And it's just food places. So would you rather have Subway or Jersey Mike?
Ooh. Capriati's.
Oh.
So bad, yeah. But between the two, I would probably take Subways.
Okay. How about you, Lonnie?
I say Subway. I have my usual. Yeah. How about you?
Me, it's probably Subway as well.
Oh,
There's not many Jersey Mikes everywhere, right?
that's true. Yeah.
And then how about, would you rather have Domino's or Papa John's?
Oh.
Boston End. Yeah.
You always choose the end.
So fussy, no? This one, I tell you. East Side. No, okay. So between the two, I guess I would take probably Papa John's.
I have to say Domino's.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Papa John's girl. I need that pepper and that garlic dipping sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I guess because I had a bad experience. So I did, but I'm not going to go into it.
Okay, one more. Would you rather celebrate Christmas or New Year's? Which is your favorite?
I am such a Christmas girl. I love, and I'm a New Year's Eve baby, right?
Oh.
So, yeah. So, but I love Christmas because I never had a birthday party because it's New Year's Eve. So Christmas became my big celebration, and I do Christmas and I love it. I always will. So I think, definitely Christmas.
Nice. How about you, Lonnie?
Yeah, I say Christmas too, because it's not just a couple hours before the turn of the the clock, but it's, even though it's such a stressful time of year, it's still at the end, it's just so worth it after after all of that.
After all the stress, Christmas is worth it. I love seeing the kids on Christmas. That's my favorite part. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
And so with every episode, we like to end with the inspirational quote or a joke. So today I have, do what you can with what you have where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. Where aloha meets wisdom, one podcast at a time. Ohui ho.
We will. Mahalo for joining us on this episode of Care for Kupuna, where we explore health, wellness, and vibrant living for our cherished kupunas. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights.
Remember, your support can make a difference. 20% of all proceeds from our podcasts go to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii dedicated to helping seniors in our community. If you'd like to contribute, visit our website at www.carewithak4kupuna.com and make a donation.
Are you a brand or business looking to align with our mission? Consider sponsoring our podcast. Visit our website for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
For those with stories to share, we invite you to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Head over to our website to express your interest and become part of the conversation.
Last but not least, stay connected with us by subscribing to our email list and following us on social media at Care for Kupuna with a K. Join the Care for Kupuna community to stay updated on all things related to health, culture, and creating vibrant communities for our elders.
We appreciate your time and look forward to welcoming you back on the next episode of Care for Kupuna.